like oxygen. Oh, in an otherwise suffocating world.
Hey, what's up guys? Today I want to talk to you about this 335 that I purchased off of Craigslist. I feel that I got it for a steal, although it did need a lot of work. The car was priced at $5,000 when I looked at the ad, but I talked the guy down to $3,600. It did have some problems at the beginning. When I went to go see the car, the first thing that I saw that was wrong with the car was that it had a very bad gas leak. You could smell it all around the car. It didn't matter if you're in the front, if you're in the back, you could definitely smell the gas. So I knew, because I've been around these cars for a while, and I've done a lot of research on them. I knew that it was either the sending unit or it was the low pressure fuel pump. So knowing that there's a couple local guys here in Arizona that sell the pumps, or you can get it pretty cheap online, it wasn't a big deal to replace it if need be. So I didn't think that was a big deal, but I did talk the guy down for that. And then the other thing, it was smoking under the hood, which I knew was one of the seals was gone. When I inspected a little bit further, I found out that it was evident that there was the valve cover gasket was leaking. So that was another thing that I talked the guy down for. He ultimately wanted to get about $4,000 for the car, and I said, man, I can't afford to pay you $4,000 and then have to do all these repairs. So I told him, listen man, the most I'll do for you is $3,400, and he told me it was a little bit low. We went back and forth a couple of times. Eventually we settled on $3,600, and I went and I picked up the car. So after that, there was a couple other things that I noticed that needed to get fixed. So I just went ahead and did it, and I also wanted to do some mods. So we went out and we got a bunch of parts, and we put them on the car as some preventative maintenance, but also just to get it done so that we don't have to worry about it at a later time. So yeah, this is the car. Let me show it to you right now. It's a great looking car. It's 2007 335. Of course, 2007s all came with the N54 engine. It's got the wheels that I love on it. It's a sedan. I got kids, so I have to have that sedan. It's got the black kidneys on it. The lights look pretty good. It's got pretty good tires on it. Nothing wrong with the tires. We do have the black interior. I'm not a fan of it in Arizona. Black interior really gets hot, but we do have tinted windows there. I think about 15%, maybe 5, I'm not sure. They were on the car when I got it. One other thing that the car did have is muffler delete. We had the muffler delete on it when we bought the car. I didn't have to do that. It sounds pretty good. Eventually I think I might go for the VRSF full exhaust. I'm not sure. I do have though purchased the VRSF downpipes. I have not installed them yet, but I will get them installed here shortly, probably in the next video. Let's pop the hood and I'll show you guys what I've done so far. Alright, let's check out what's under the hood. I know it's a little bit dirty guys. I haven't had a chance. I've just been working on all kinds of stuff, getting the car ready, so I haven't had a chance to clean it up. So one thing the car came with are these VRSF, actually Burger Tuning intakes. I went ahead and got the Burger Tuning charge pipe and a genuine tile blow-off valve. I went for the genuine because I did not want to do any of the ones off of eBay. I'd rather have a good one and not have any issues with it. So one thing we had to replace was this expansion tank. It exploded on me, as you can see, all the coolant over here. So we had to replace the expansion tank. I got to get this thing washed. I did do all the vacuum lines on this side of the engine, and also underneath the valve cover on this side. I don't want to have any of the infamous boost leaks, so I went ahead and took care of them right away. I also had to replace, you can see here, a brand new radiator. The car was overheating, so I just went ahead and did the entire cooling system. I did the radiator, the expansion tank, we got hoses down there. We did a brand new water pump also, just to have everything taken care of. Water pump, thermostat, it's all been taken care of, so we didn't want to have any issues. Also, these headlights, they were really yellow. I went ahead and had them polished up so they look as good as possible. They weren't in the best condition, you know, and they're still not the best, but they're good enough for what I have now. The intercooler I also replaced. I went ahead and got a aftermarket intercooler. The intercooler that I bought was Chinese made. I decided that I'm not gonna go out and spend a whole bunch of money on the VRSF, you know, race or the 7-inch intercooler. For the time being, I want to give this one a try. It was only $225 on eBay, and I hadn't seen a lot of videos out there on YouTube on these, so I figured I'd give it a try and see what happens. You know, in the end, if it turns out to be something that's not great, you know, I'll let you guys know. That way you know for future videos and for yourselves, so that you never go out and buy it if you don't like it. So other than that, you know, I did the intercooler, and like I said, with the fuel leak, I ended up doing a stage 2 low pressure fuel pump, getting it ready for E85. I haven't done the tune yet, but I will be doing that soon. And also, the leak that we had was the sending unit. Cost me about $225 at the BMW dealership. I couldn't find it locally, and I didn't want to wait 3 days to get it online, so I just went ahead and grabbed it online at the dealership. So other than that, we haven't really touched the car much. My future plans are to maybe upgrade the turbos in the next couple of months. I know I do want to do the tune probably in the next month or so. We're going to do an 8 MHD stage 2. It's got the fuel pressure, the low pressure fuel pump, and it's got intercooler, good for about 500 horsepower. Should be just enough to do the stage 2. And with the E85, I'm hoping to get about 430, maybe 450 horsepower. So that's about it for the car. All the mods that I've done, most of the stuff, you know. Oh, I forgot to mention that I did do the valve cover gasket. It was leaking really bad. It got to the point where every time I would drive the car, smoke would be pouring out of the hood. And I stopped at the store one time, and I was sitting in the parking lot, and there's just so much smoke coming out of the hood. I thought somebody was going to call the fire department and say that my car was on fire. And I said, man, I can't do this anymore. I gotta get it done. So I went ahead and did that. It only cost me $225 plus the cost of the valve cover gasket, which I believe I picked it up online for about $30. So right now, if I draw the total, I'm about $4,300, maybe $4,500 in with parts and all the stuff that I've bought so far. So I'm still under that $5,000 that the guy was originally asking for the car, but it's pretty much to where I don't think I should have any major issues. Now, the car does have 150,000 miles. You know, being that I have another car, I have my M3 that is my fun car. I this one I just wanted something cheap, something boosted, so that we could have a little bit of fun while driving to and from work, but nothing crazy on the weekends. I usually drive the M3 and I have a ton of fun. That thing is insane. I have a video coming up in the next week or so. I'm gonna do a full-blown video with the entire car. I have a couple of videos that are just kind of teasers, but I really want to do something great for you guys and make a really nice video that has the full feature of the car, the beautiful sounding exhaust, and a couple of things that I've done to it recently. Other than that, I think that's about it for this episode. I'm gonna show you guys a little bit more of the exterior. I hope you guys stay tuned and subscribe to my channel. I will be doing a lot of stuff for this car. I will be doing a lot of stuff to the M3, and I do have plans of getting another boosted Euro car. It's up in airs right now which one it's gonna be, but it's gonna be a fun car and it's gonna be awesome. So thank you for watching this video, and subscribe, leave me a like, and give me a comment. I want to know what you guys think about this car, and I want to know what you guys think about the price I paid for it, and you know what you guys might suggest that I do for any future videos, or what I should just all around do for with the car now. All right guys, thank you.